Hey folks, welcome to another numeracy video. In this video, we're going to be looking at how to simplify fractions. So without further ado, let's get started. Alright folks, so with simplifying fractions, it is literally the opposite of what we've been doing so far with equivalent. Equivalent, what we did was, we had a fraction and then we kind of said, okay, what are some of the equivalent fractions? Now with simplifying, what we want to do is we want to actually go backwards, right? So we want to try and bring it to the simplest form possible. Now there is two parts for this particular video. The first part I'm going to do it is going to be pretty much straightforward. You kind of will get the hang of it. But the second part has got a little bit more work you need to do. So let's have a look at the first question here, 15 over 25. Now the very basic simplifying ones, it's really important that you know your times tables. Because if you know your times tables, you can kind of see what's happening here. 15 and 25, it comes in the 5 times table. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite this as 5 times 3 and 5 times 5. Now, if you remember what we did with equivalent fractions, right? This is kind of similar to it because I could actually rewrite this as 3 over 5 multiplied by 5 over 5. And that's what we did with equivalent fractions. We would multiply the numerator and the denominator by the same number. However, when we're simplifying, what we've got to do is we've got to actually divide the numerator by the same number and the denominator by the same number. And in this case, it is going to be 5 and 5. So what happens is that 15 over 25, when you simplify it, it is going to be 3 over 5. Now, sometimes it's actually kind of, some people look at the times tables and go, oh, 15 and 25 comes in 5 times table. 15 is 3 times 5, 25 is 5 times 5. So that's how they can go straight away to 3 over 5. So if you look at question B, you've got 14 and 63. Give you some time to just think about that one. I think that's enough time, right? Like I'm hoping you can kind of see, okay, these numbers, they come in the 7 times table. So that means if they come in the 7 times table, what you can do is you can divide the top number, the numerator, by 7 and the denominator by 7. And when you do this, 14 divided by 7 is going to be 2 and 63 divided by 7 is going to be 9. Now, if you're unsure, what you could do is you could just test it out. Multiply the numerator by 7 and the denominator by 7, and what you should end up with is 14 over 63, which means we know that 2 over 9 is the simplest form that you can write this 14 over 63 in. Cool. So the question C, again, 27 and 72, we can kind of see that actually, where have we seen 27 and 72? Comes in the 9 times table. So we know that 9 times 3 is 27 and 9 times 8 is 72. So we can actually divide the top number by 9, which is the numerator, and the denominator also by 9. And so when we do this, 27 divided by 9 is 3. 72 divided by 9 is 8. Now what's really important to notice is that the equivalent fractions, you can't actually simplify it any further. So if you look at 3 over 5, we can't really do anything smaller than that. Same with 2 over 9 and same with 3 over 8. In the next video, what we'll be having a look at is some of these different combinations of these questions. But anyway, that is just a quick short little video to show you guys how to do some basic simplifying of fractions. Alright folks, that is basically it for this video. As always, don't forget to like this video, share this video, and subscribe to keep up with the latest content. Now, there should be a couple of playlists popping up here and here. Great material for revision, and as always, thank you for watching.